Hello, Alicia. Great to be back for another deep dive.
Hi, Jared. Ready to get into it? Welcome, listeners, to Vibrations and Manifestations.
Welcome, everyone. So today we're tackling something absolutely fundamental, something I think a lot of you wrestle with. It's this tension, right, between trying to manifest through sheer willpower, like really pushing for a goal.
Gritting your teeth, forcing it.
Exactly, that frantic kind of effort versus manifesting from a place of, well, calm, actual physiological calm and safety.
The big paradox. It trips so many people up. We're told, hustle harder, go get it. But then the moment our body reads that hustle as like stress or struggle, it slimes on the brakes, it goes into protection mode, and you find yourself doing all the things, the affirmations, the vision boards, maybe scripting every morning.
Checking all the boxes.
Right, doing everything the mindset gurus tell you, but feeling completely drained, totally stuck. And it's often because the body deep down hasn't gotten the message. It's still yelling, this isn't safe, or this is impossible.
That's the core of it today. We're asking, what if alignment, that state we're all aiming for, isn't just a mental construct we think our way into? What if it's something you can actually feel, a state your body recognizes, maybe even something measurable?
A physiological state.
Precisely.
Yeah.
So our mission today in this deep dive is to really unpack this.
Yeah.
We're blending the hard science, the stuff about our nervous system, how we respond to stress somatically with those powerful energetic principles.
We want to show you pretty convincingly, I think, that feeling safe, breathing deeply, relaxing your body, these aren't just nice to haves.
They're not the side dishes.
No.
Yeah.
They are the main road. They might actually be the shortcut to receiving what you desire. We're talking about body-first manifestation.
And we've pulled together insights from fields that honestly don't often talk to each other, which is fascinating.
It really is. On one hand, you have the giants of trauma and somatic work. We're talking Stephen Porges, his groundbreaking Polyvagal Theory.
Which maps out our nervous system states.
Exactly. And Deb Dana, who's done amazing work making that theory practical, usable. Plus, Peter Levine's insights on how trauma gets stored physically in the body.
Heavy hitters on the science side.
Definitely. And we're layering that right on top of the wisdom from, the great energetic teachers. Think Neville Goddard's Feeling is the Secret.
Classic.
Or Dr. Joe Dispenza talking about breaking the habit of being yourself, your stressed self. And even the core principles you hear from Abraham Hicks about alignment.
When you put them together.
It becomes undeniable. Crystal clear, really. The actual physical state of your nervous system, how safe or unsafe you feel down to your cells, that dictates the clarity, the power, the coherence of the signal you're sending out to the universe. Your body is the antenna.
Okay, so let's dive into that first principle, this common experience. Maybe you recognize this. You feel like you're doing everything right. You've got the routine down. The visualizations are vivid. You're journaling.
You're putting in the hours. Serious effort.
Right. But it still feels hard, like pushing a boulder uphill.
Yeah.
And the results aren't quite matching the effort level. Why is that? Why does trying harder, paradoxically, often seem to repel what we want, while letting go, relaxing, somehow invites it in?
Yeah, the manifestation paradox. It boils down to how your body interprets effort, especially effort mixed with that undercurrent of anxiety,
That feeling of, I have to make this happen.
Exactly. Or, it's not here yet, I need it now. That feeling, that frantic energy gets translated by your nervous system, your ancient survival system, as one thing: danger.
So the pushing itself signals threat.
Precisely. When you're desperately pushing, you're essentially broadcasting, this thing I want is missing. It's scarce. I'm in a survival situation trying to get it. And that frequency of lack, of desperation, of not having becomes a dominant signal you transmit.
Wow. So the act of chasing confirms the absence. That makes so much sense. It reminds me of that analogy, the one about the butterfly.
Oh, I love that one.
Right. You can spend all day chasing a butterfly, frantically waving a net, running yourself ragged.
And it just keeps flitting away, always out of reach.
If you stop, if you just sit down quietly, find some stillness, maybe soften your gaze, create this sense of open, calm invitation, the butterfly might just land right on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Effortlessly. Receiving seems to require that softness, that openness, not the forceful chase.
That's it exactly. Chasing creates turbulence, not just around you, but inside you. That chase mode, that's pure sympathetic nervous system activation. Fight or flight.
You're literally creating physiological noise, scrambling the signal.
Whereas when you're still, you create space. You create calm. And, crucially, you signal safety within your own system. The butterfly can sense the calm, maybe, and this ties directly into another powerful image. the clenched fist.
Okay, tell us about the clenched fist.
Okay, so just imagine, maybe even do it right now, listeners. Clench your hand into a really tight fist, as tight as you can, knuckles white.
Okay, got it, tight.
Now, try to receive something in that fist. Imagine someone trying to pour water into it, or sand, or coins, anything representing abundance.
Impossible. It just bounces off. Nothing gets in.
Exactly. That physical posture, the tight fist, is a metaphor for the body braced for impact. Think about what that feels like. Jaw clenched, shallow breathing, maybe holding your breath, stomach in knots, shoulders hunched up toward your ears.
That's the physiological signature of being braced.
Yeah.
Protected.
Yes. And when your whole system is in that braced, closed-off state, it's fundamentally incapable of receiving. It can't take in the soft flowing energy of abundance or opportunity or even just simple ease. Protection mode is contraction. It's closing the door.
That immediately throws the core issue into sharp relief, doesn't it? This battle between mind versus embodiment. Our thinking mind, our conscious brain, can sit there and repeat affirmations all day long. I am wealthy, I'm successful, I am loved.
Intellectually agreeing with the goal.
Yeah. But if at the same time our body is tensed up like that clenched fist, if our diaphragm is locked tight, our shoulders are tense, our gut is churning, the message being broadcast non-verbally, physiologically, is completely different. It's screaming, I'm in danger, red alert, conserve energy, don't trust anything new.
And that disconnect, that's the ultimate frequency jammer. Your mind is saying, send me the abundance. But your nervous system, which, let's remember, is way older, way more primal, and arguably more powerful in setting your energetic tone than your thinking mind.
It has veto power.
It absolutely does. It's still metaphorically gripping the edge of the cliff, braced for the worst, waiting for the other shoe to drop based on past experiences or future fears. So manifestation gets blocked, not because you don't believe hard enough in your head, but because your body hasn't actually received the memo that it's safe to relax, safe to open, safe to receive this new reality you're trying to call in. It hasn't caught up.
Yeah. And this isn't just theory. This is where the breakthroughs actually happened for people. I remember a time, personally, I was working so hard on a project. Check every single box, pushing, analyzing, strategizing. But everything just felt stuck, solidly stuck, like pushing against a brick wall. And inside, my thoughts were just frantic, should be doing more, need to figure this out. Why isn't this working?
Oh, yeah, that should energy. That's pure sympathetic drive right there.
Yeah.
Driven by a sense of not enough.
Totally. So one afternoon, I was just completely burned out, fried. And I decided, almost rebelliously, to do the most unproductive thing I could think of. I left my phone at home deliberately and just went for a long walk. No destination, no podcast, no trying to solve anything, just walking.
Aimless movement.
Yeah. And for the first, mile, my brain was still churning, running through the mental to-do list, rehashing the problem.
The usual mental chatter.
Exactly. But then, somewhere along the way, I consciously started focusing just on the rhythm. My feet hitting the path, the feeling of the air. My breath started to naturally deepen, kind of syncing up with my steps without me forcing it. I wasn't trying to manifest anything. I was just being present in my body, moving through space.
That's the critical shift, isn't it? Moving out of the cognitive hamster wheel and into somatic awareness, into the physical present.
It felt like it. And then I stopped near this huge ancient oak tree by a creek, and I just leaned against it, let myself really feel the support of the tree, and I consciously softened my jaw, let my shoulders drop, just watch the water moving slowly, gave myself permission to just stop.
A moment of surrender, physical surrender.
Yes. And when I finally got back home, I felt physically different, lighter. The tension I always carried in my chest and jaw was noticeably less. And within an hour, I kid you not, an email landed in my inbox. The key piece of information, the breakthrough for that project that had been stuck for months, it just arrived. It wasn't the walk itself that did it. It was the moment my body stopped bracing, stopped anticipating struggle. The energy finally had somewhere to go. The channel opened up.
I went through a phase myself. Months of this super rigid morning routine.
Oh, I know that one. Meditation at 5 a.m., scripting, gratitude list.
Yep. All meticulously laid out, all designed to raise my vibration before I could even think about starting my workday. But underneath all that discipline was this constant low-grade pressure, a feeling like I had to prove I was doing enough, prove I was worthy by sticking to the schedule perfectly. And that effort, that subtle strain, it created this deep internal tightness, a clenching.
It's ironic, isn't it? That forced positivity, the pressure to feel good, can actually create a low vibration state because it's denying how you actually feel in that moment. It's resistance.
Absolutely. It's inherently misaligned. So one morning, the tightness in my chest was just palpable. I literally couldn't make myself sit still for the usual meditation. It felt wrong.
So what did you do?
Instead of forcing it, I just put on some really soft ambient music, and I just stood in the living room and started to gently sway, rocking side to side, totally unplanned, just following what my body seemed to need.
Listening to the body's impulse.
Yeah. And as I moved, my shoulders started to drop, my breath got easier, deeper, and this wave of just peace washed over me, like something inside finally unclenched. That physical release, that somatic softening, it immediately cleared my head. The mental fog lifted.
And the result?
Later that same day, the solution to this really complex business problem I'd been wrestling with intellectually for weeks, it just landed. Popped into my head, fully formed, effortless clarity.
Not effortful problem solving, but effortless receiving.
Exactly. And that moment just drove it home for me. Real alignment doesn't come from rigid adherence to some perfect external routine. It comes from tending to your internal state, your physiological safety. The second my body felt calm enough to stop being on guard, the channel for insight, for receiving, just opened wide.
It's the common thread. Science and spiritual wisdom converging on this one point. Real manifestation isn't about pushing harder. It's about regulating your nervous system. Alignment is regulation. Okay, so that brings us beautifully into the science bit. And this is where it gets really, really fascinating for me. How does cultivating this inner calm, this physical safety, actually change the signal we're sending out, energetically speaking?
Right.
We need to talk about things like coherence, the vagus nerve. What does high vibration actually look like from a biological perspective?
This is where the two worlds perfectly intersect. And you really can't talk about calm or safety in the body without understanding Dr. Stephen Porges' polyvagal theory. It's become foundational for understanding how our nervous system works, especially in relation to feeling safe and connected.
It's like a map of our internal states, right?
Exactly. Porges identified 3 distinct hierarchical states that our nervous system operates from. And crucially, the state we're in at any given moment completely dictates our capacity for everything: connection, creativity, learning, problem solving, even digestion and healing, and definitely manifestation.
Okay, let's break down those 3 states, because getting this is, I think, the key to unlocking conscious creation from the body up.
Absolutely. So at the very top of the hierarchy, the state we ideally want to live in most of the time is the ventral vagal state.
Vagal, got it.
This is the neurobiological state of safety, connection, social engagement. When you're here, you feel grounded, curious, open, compassionate. Physiologically, your heart rate has healthy variability, your breathing is smooth, your facial muscles are relaxed, allowing for smiles and expressive connection. Your digestion works well.
It sounds like flow.
Yeah.
Ease.
It is the biological signature of flow and ease. This state is a coherence. This is true high vibration, not in some woo-woo sense, but biologically. And importantly, this is the only state where your higher brain functions, your prefrontal cortex responsible for imagination, planning, creative visualization, are fully online and available.
So this is the physiological state needed to truly embody the feeling of the wish fulfilled.
Precisely. It's the receptive, creative, trusting state. Now, if we perceive a threat or even just a significant challenge, we slide down the ladder into the sympathetic state.
The famous fight or flight.
That's the one. Think panic, anxiety, anger, racing thoughts, mobilized energy, muscles tense, heart pounds, breath gets shallow and rapid, cortisol and adrenaline flood the system. You're ready for action, for survival.
Okay, so what happens if you're trying to manifest from that state? You know, pushing through the stress, trying to force the affirmation while feeling panicked inside.
You're sending profoundly mixed signals. Your conscious mind might be saying abundance, but your entire biology is screaming threat, scarcity, must struggle to survive, need resources, and nowdo.
It's like trying to tune a radio while yelling into the microphone.
Perfect analogy. That sympathetic activation creates massive energetic noise. It scrambles the subtle frequency of your intention. You end up broadcasting lack, urgency, desperation, even if you don't mean to, because your body's just trying to protect you by keeping you hypervigilant and ready to fight or flee.
Okay, so ventral vagal is safety and flow. Sympathetic is fight-flight. What's the third state?
If the threat feels overwhelming, inescapable, life-threatening, the nervous system can slide further down the ladder into the oldest, most primitive survival response, the dorsal vagal state.
Dorsal vagal.
This is shut down, freeze, collapse. Think profound exhaustion, numbness, dissociation, feeling heavy, foggy, hopeless, like the world goes gray.
Playing dead, essentially.
Biologically, yes. It's a strategy to conserve energy when fight or flight isn't possible or hasn't worked. It's characterized by immobilization, disconnection, and trying to manifest from this state. Almost impossible.
Why?
Because your body has basically pulled the plug on all non-essential functions to survive. That includes higher cortical functions like imagination, planning, feeling connection, or generating the energy needed to envision and feel a different future. You're biologically offline.
Wow. So understanding which state we're in is crucial. But you mentioned something earlier, that these shifts can happen subconsciously.
Yes, and that's the mind-blowing part. Dr. Porges coined the term neuroception for this. It's like our body's internal surveillance system. It's constantly scanning below the level of conscious thought, our internal sensations, our external environment, and signals from others, asking one fundamental question: am I safe?
Faster than thinking.
Much faster. It's happening in the brainstem, the oldest part of our brain. And based on the answer to that "am I safe" question, neuroception instantly shifts us up or down that polyvagal ladder into ventral safety, sympathetic mobilization, or dorsal shutdown.
And here's the kicker, right? This neuroceptive system, it doesn't always distinguish between a real saber-toothed tiger animal.
Listen, an email from your boss, or worrying about paying the bills next month, or the memory of a past rejection.
Exactly.
Absolutely. To your nervous system, especially if there's past trauma or chronic stress, imagined threats, remembered threats, or even just ambiguous situations can trigger the exact same internal alarm bells as a clear and present physical danger.
So worrying about money feels like a survival threat physiologically.
It is registered as a survival threat. Adrenaline flows, cortisol rises, heart rate increases, breathing changes. The alarm system is activated. And when those alarms are ringing, the door to ventral vagal safety, to flow, to coherence slams shut. Your body isn't trying to sabotage your manifestation goals.
It's just trying to keep you alive based on its perceived reality.
Precisely. It's defaulting to protection based on the signals it's picking up via neuroception. It's not malicious, it's biological.
Okay, so this ties everything together beautifully. If Neville Goddard said, the secret is feeling it real. And Dr. Dispenza talks about needing to move beyond the habit of being your old, stressed self.
Yes.
The science is telling us why. If your body is neurocepting danger, constantly triggering sympathetic or dorsal states, you are biologically incapable of sustaining that feeling of fulfillment. You're physically stuck in the stress response habit.
That is the synthesis. It's not just mind over matter, it's nervous system regulation enables matter. We're talking about a measurable physical reality here. And this brings us to the work of the HeartMath Institute and the concept of heart-brain coherence.
Right, they actually measure this stuff. What does high vibration look like to them?
They've shown that high vibration isn't just feeling happy or hyped up. It's a specific biological state characterized by coherence between the heart, brain, and nervous system. And the key indicator they measure is heart rate variability, or HRV.
HRV, I've heard of that. It's not about having a steady metronomic heart rate, is it?
No, paradoxically, a healthy, resilient, well-regulated nervous system, one in that ventral vagal state, actually produces a heart rhythm that is highly variable. The time between heartbeats constantly changes in a complex, ordered pattern.
Why is variability good?
Because it shows adaptability. It shows your nervous system can flexibly respond to demands, speeding up when needed, slowing down easily. It reflects resilience. Low HRV, a more rigid heart rhythm, is often linked to stress, aging, and poor health. High coherent HRV is the signature of that safe, connected ventral vagal state.
So more calm, more regulated means higher, more coherent HRV.
Exactly. And here's the kicker for manifestation. When your HRV pattern becomes smooth and ordered coherent, your heart generates a much stronger, more stable electromagnetic field. This field literally radiates out from your body.
So the calmer, more regulated our system, the clearer and more powerful the energetic signal we're actually broadcasting.
That's the bottom line. That physiological calm, that heart coherence is the bridge. It's the state that allows you to truly access the feeling of the wish fulfilled that Goddard talked about. You're not just thinking it, you're embodying the frequency.
And it's the state required to break free from the biological habit of the old self that Dispenza emphasizes. You can't overlay a new reality onto a body still vibrating with old panic.
You got it. Alignment isn't about pushing harder mentally. It's about relaxing into physiological coherence. That's the master key.
Okay, this is powerful stuff. We understand the why calm is the shortcut. We get the biology, the nervous system states, neuroception, coherence. Now, let's get practical. How do we actually do this? How do we shift our state?
Right. We need tools. Simple body-based tools we can use in the moment to interrupt that sympathetic stress cascade or gently nudge ourselves out of dorsal shutdown and guide our system back towards that ventral vagal safety.
And the goal here, listeners, isn't about achieving some kind of perfect, blissful Zen state instantly. It's about creating micro moments of regulation. It's about practicing, teaching your body in real time. Hey, calm is possible. Safety is available right here, right now, no matter what your mind might be worried about.
Exactly. Building that capacity bit by bit. So we're going to walk through 3 really effective tools. Now, a quick reminder, if you happen to be driving or operating machinery right now, please just listen along and absorb the instructions. You can try these out later when you're somewhere safe and can focus fully.
Good point. Okay, tool number 1. This one's a classic for a reason. The 4-7-8 reset breath. You hear about this one a lot, popularized by Dr. Andrew Weil, studied by neuroscientists like Andrew Huberman. It's a potent way to quickly activate your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest system, using the vagus nerve.
It's incredibly simple, but the physiology is profound. The magic is in the long exhale. Remember, inhaling tends to be slightly sympathetic. It speeds things up a bit. Exhaling is parasympathetic. It slows things down by deliberately making the exhale much longer than the inhale.
You're sending a direct signal to your brainstem. It's safe. You can stand down, relax.
Precisely. Okay, so let's try it together. Find a comfortable position if you can. Sit upright but relaxed. Let your feet rest flat on the floor. Feel the support beneath you. Soften your jaw. Let your shoulders drop down from your ears. Just take a normal breath in and out first.
Okay.
Now, the pattern is inhale quietly through your nose for a count of 4. Gently hold the breath for a count of 7. And then exhale slowly and completely through your mouth, making a soft whoosh sound for a count of 8.
Ready.
First, exhale fully. Get all the old air out. Push it out. Now, inhale quietly through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Gently hold that breath. Relax shoulders.
Yeah.
Now, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Now, exhale slowly through your mouth, letting it all go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Complete exhale.
Let's do that cycle 2 more times. Inhale through the nose, smooth and easy. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold gently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, slowly releasing tension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Last one. Deepest breath yet. Inhale through the nose, filling up. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And exhale fully, letting your whole body soften. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Just take a moment now. Notice how you feel. Maybe a little calmer, a bit more centered.
Definitely feel a shift. Quieter inside.
So use this anytime you catch yourself spinning, overthinking, rushing, feeling that anxiety spiral start. Just 3 rounds can make a significant difference. You're not trying to solve the problem with the breath. You're resetting your physiology so you can approach the problem from a calmer place. You're proving to your body that calm is accessible.
Okay. Powerful first tool. What's next?
Next up is tool 2. Body mapping, or somatic tracking. This comes from the work of somatic pioneers like Peter Levine. The idea here is that our resistance, our fears, our unresolved stuff, it doesn't just live in our thoughts, it lives physically, as sensation, as tension, as contraction, held in the tissues of our body.
The clenched fist we talked about, but located specifically.
Exactly. We need to find where your specific clenched fist is hiding when you think about something you desire but feel resistance around. So let's try this. Gently bring to mind a desire you're currently working with. Maybe a goal, a project, something you want to call in. Picture it.
Okay, got one.
Now, don't just focus on the mental image. Immediately shift your attention to your body. What is the first physical sensation you notice as you hold that desire in your mind? Slowly scan down from the top of your head. Is there tension in your forehead? Behind your eyes? Jaw tight? Throat constricted? Chest feeling heavy or tight? Any fluttering or clenching in your stomach or solar plexus? Tension in your hips, legs, feet? Just notice. Where does the resistance live physically?
Found mine. Definitely a tightness in the chest area.
Okay, so wherever you located that sensation, that tightness, that flutter, that not pause there, this sensation is the resistance speaking. It's your body's protective response. Now, gently place one or both of your hands over that area. Just simple, warm contact.
Hand on the spot, okay.
Your touch is acknowledging the sensation without judgment. You're saying, I feel you there, I'm listening. Now, take a slow breath into that spot. Imagine you're breathing warm, soft light or energy right into the tension under your hand.
Breathing into the tightness.
And as you exhale, slowly imagine you're breathing out any pressure, any hardness. Don't try to force the sensation to disappear. Just invite it to soften. Allow the tissue under your hand to yield, to release its grip, even just 5%.
Okay. Inhaling light, exhaling pressure.
Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, sending warmth and safety right into that spot. Exhale, letting go of the need to hold on so tightly. You're essentially having a nonverbal conversation with that contracted part of your body. You're reassuring it. You're saying, it's okay. It's safe to want this. It's safe to relax. It's safe to receive.
Keep breathing into it.
And just notice, as you do this for a few breaths, does the sensation change at all? Does it lessen, shift, soften? Does the mental image of your desire feel any different now? Maybe less charged, closer, more possible?
Yeah, actually, less sharp. Feels a bit more open now.
That's your body beginning to align with your intention on a physical level. You're releasing the stored resistance. Powerful, isn't it?
Very. Okay, what's our third tool?
Our third tool is anchor creation. This is a fantastic technique, often used in polyvagal informed therapy and even NLP, to create a quick, reliable shortcut back to feeling safe and regulated, back to that ventral vagal state.
Like programming a speed dial for calm.
Exactly like that. The idea is to intentionally link or anchor a simple, specific physical action or sound to the feeling of calm and safety that you've just cultivated, or can access at other times.
Okay, how do we do that?
First, choose your anchor. It needs to be something small, easy, repeatable, and ideally something you can do discreetly if needed. Popular choices are placing your hand gently over your heart center.
Okay.
Or maybe rolling your shoulders back and down, consciously releasing tension there. Or perhaps gently touching your thumb and forefinger together. Some people like a sound anchor, like humming a low, steady tone for a few seconds. Humming actually vibrates the vagus nerve directly, which is very calming.
Got it. So pick one simple gesture or sound.
Yes. Choose one now that feels right for you. Let's say you chose placing your hand over your heart. Now take a slow breath out as you make the gesture, and consciously connect that physical action with the feeling of calm you might be experiencing right now after the breathing and body mapping. Feel the warmth of your hand, the sense of grounding. Pair the gesture with the feeling.
Linking action and feeling.
Yes. And here's the crucial part for making it strong. Practice your anchor repeatedly throughout the day, especially when you're already feeling relatively calm and relaxed. Do the gesture, take a breath, feel the calm, do it again later. Each repetition strengthens the neural pathway, creating a robust connection in your nervous system between that specific anchor and the state of ventral vagal safety.
So you're reinforcing the link when things are good.
Precisely. Then, when you're not feeling good, when stress hits, when doubt creeps in, when you feel that sympathetic activation starting, racing heart, shallow breath, you deploy your anchor, you make the gesture, take a slow breath.
And what happened?
Your nervous system, through neuroception, recognizes the familiar signal. It says, this gesture. We know this one. This means safety. We've been here before. It's okay. It helps bypass the anxious chatter of the thinking mind and speaks directly to your physiology, prompting a quicker return to regulation. It's a powerful way to proactively manage your state. Now, it's really important we talk about resistance because, let's be real, the moment you decide, okay, I'm going to cultivate calm, life often seems to immediately throw a curveball.
Oh, inevitably. Stress pops up, doubt surge, old patterns resurface.
Exactly. And it's so easy to feel like, oh, this isn't working or I failed, but we need to completely reframe resistance. It's not failure. It's not a sign you're doing it wrong. Resistance is communication. It's your body signaling something important.
So resistance is basically protection showing up again. That part of us that remembers past hurts or fears future ones, trying to keep us safe by keeping us stuck.
That's a perfect way to put it. Resistance is protection waiting for reassurance. So the fundamental shift we need to make is this. Stop asking the frustrated question, why isn't my manifestation working?
Yeah.
And start asking the compassionate, curious question. What is my body trying to tell me right now with this feeling of resistance?
Okay, I like that. Less judgment, more curiosity.
Way more curiosity. When your heart starts pounding as you think about your goal, or your shoulders tense up again, or that familiar knot returns to your stomach that's just a signal flare, instead of fighting it or ignoring it or trying to blast past it with more affirmations, we need to learn to turn towards it gently. to listen.
Like debugging a program, finding the glitch in the code.
Exactly. Let's call it manifestation debug mode. We've got 4 steps for this process of compassionate recalibration. And listeners, let's try this together right now. Gently bring back to mind that goal or desire where you tend to feel some resistance or stuckness. Hold it lightly. No pressure.
Okay, got the goal in mind.
Step 1. Notice the signal. First, just notice. Ask yourself quietly. Okay, holding this goal in mind, what sensation arises in my body right now? Scan again like we did with body mapping. Where do you feel it? Is it a clenching, a heat, a heaviness, a flutter? Pinpoint the primary physical sensation of the resistance.
Feeling it?
Now just acknowledge it. Silently, you could say something like, okay, I feel that tightness in my chest. I see you. Thank you for trying to protect me. Just naming it and acknowledging its protective intent starts to soften things.
No judgment, just noticing.
Okay, step 2. Step 2, ask the core question. Now get a little more specific. Gently, kindly inquire inwardly. What part of me doesn't feel safe yet about achieving this? Or what is this tightness trying to protect me from?
What part doesn't feel safe?
Listen for the answer. It might be a thought, an image, a memory. Is it the fear of being visible, fear of failing, fear of succeeding and the pressure that brings, fear of judgment, fear of losing something else if you gain this? Maybe it connects to a past experience where effort didn't pay off. Let that underlying fear, that protective part, surface. Don't argue with it, just identify it. Oh, it's the fear of being seen.
Okay. Identify the fear behind the sensation. Now what? Step 3.
Step 3. Respond with care. This is absolutely crucial. This is the somatic soothing part. Now that you know the feel, ask your body. What do you need right now to feel just a little bit safer? What small thing would help reassure this protective part?
What does my body need?
Listen for the answer. It might be surprisingly simple. Maybe it needs you to take 3 slow breaths. Maybe it needs a sip of water. Maybe a gentle stretch. Maybe just placing your hand back on that spot where you feel the tension, offering warmth and presence. Maybe it needs you to gently rock back and forth for a moment.
Like soothing a worried child.
It's about providing a physical response to the physical signal of unsafety. We often try to think our way out of these feelings, but resistance is often held physiologically. It needs a physiological response. So do that small thing now. Place your hand on your heart or stomach. Take that slow breath. Maybe whisper inwardly, "It's okay. You're safe right now. I've got you." Send that message of care directly to the part of you that feels afraid.
This feels very different from just trying to push through the resistance. It's like befriending it.
It is. You're not validating the fear as ultimate truth, but you are validating the feeling of fear as a legitimate signal from your protective system. You're offering reassurance. Remember that resistance might be guarding your biggest dreams. Sometimes the fear of success, the fear of the change, visibility, responsibility that comes with achieving a big goal is even stronger than the fear of failure. Your nervous system might be trying to protect you from that perceived future stress.
So this care step helps the nervous system understand that the process of moving towards the goal can be safe too.
Beautifully put. Okay, so you've noticed the signal, identified the fear, responded with somatic care. What's the final step?
Step 4.
Step 4, recalibrate the frequency. Now, having offered that moment of reassurance, gently bring your attention back to your original desire or goal. Just let the image hover softly again. And check in with your body one more time. Does that initial sensation of resistance feel any different? Is the tightness in your chest less intense? Is your stomach calmer? Does the fear feel less loud, less sharp?
Taking a moment to check. Yeah, it does feel softer. Less charged.
That's it. That's recalibration in action. That's alignment returning. You haven't necessarily solved the external problem, but you've shifted your internal state in relation to it. You've used the resistance as a doorway to offer your body more safety. And this is how you manifest with the nervous system. Through these micro adjustments of safety, acknowledging the protection, offering care, these accumulate, they create lasting shifts. You're literally teaching your body, cell by cell, that the future you desire is safe to embody now.
A regulated system naturally expands. It naturally opens to receive.
That's the principle. Debugging complete. Okay, so we've covered the principles, the biology, the tools, and how to handle resistance. Now let's bring it all together. We want to integrate this understanding by using the power of imagination, not just to think about calm, but to deeply feel and embody that coherent, safe state.
Bridging the physical regulation we practice with the creative power of the mind, confirming that safe signal.
Exactly. We're going to guide you through a short visualization, a synthesis, really, drawing on the river metaphor that appears in various forms across different contemplative and energetic traditions. It's a powerful way to feel into regulation and flow.
All right. So listeners, if you're in a place where you can safely do so, I invite you to close your eyes now. If you're driving or need to keep your eyes open, just soften your gaze and allow the words to paint a picture inwardly. Let yourself relax as much as possible.
Let's begin with step 1, arriving in the body. Just take a moment to really land here. Feel the points of contact between your body and whatever is supporting you, the chair, the floor, the earth beneath you. Feel that solid support.
Let your shoulders melt down away from your ears. Release any tension you might be holding in your forehead. Soften the space between your eyebrows. Let your jaw unclench. Soften the tiny muscles around your eyes. Just let go of the effort of holding yourself together.
Now, take a slow, full breath in through your nose, maybe for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause gently at the top. And then let the breath drip out through your mouth, even slower, maybe for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel your body settle with the exhale. Let each out-breath be a letting go of internal noise, of static.
Good. Now, step 2, entering the river. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a beautiful, wide, clear river. The sun is warm, the air is fresh. As you first look at the water, perhaps its surface reflects your current inner state. Maybe it looks a little choppy, a bit uneven, mirroring any lingering thoughts or anxieties.
That's okay. Just notice it. Now, imagine stepping closer to the water's edge. Dip your hand in. Feel the coolness, the gentle flow. Notice the water seems filled with a soft golden light. As your hand enters the water, imagine that light instantly dissolving any lingering static from your day worries, to-do list, mental chatter just lift off you like dust and are immediately carried away by the river's current.
Feeling lighter already. Now, take a breath and imagine stepping fully into the river. The water is maybe waist deep, pleasantly cool and supportive. You're not fighting the current, you're allowing it to hold you, to support you. Feel the flow moving around you.
Step 3, calming the flow. Now become aware of the connection between your breath and the river's current. Notice how, as you deliberately slow down your exhale, making it long, smooth, and complete, the current of the river itself begins to respond.
With each slow out-breath, imagine the choppiness on the water's surface smoothing out. The ripples settle. The flow becomes even, steady, gentle. The surface becomes like glass, perfectly reflecting the clear blue sky above without any distortion.
This smooth, glassy surface is the feeling of your nervous system finding deep regulation. This is ventral vagal embodied, calm, clear, coherent.
Now, if any distracting thoughts arise, see them not as problems to be solved, but simply as small, dry leaves landing gently on the surface of this calm river. Watch as the gentle current picks them up and carries them effortlessly downstream, disappearing around a bend. No struggle, no effort needed from you. You just allow the flow to carry them away. You remain anchored in the calm current. You are safe here.
Step 4, opening to flow. As the water remains clear and the flow stays smooth and steady, begin to notice tiny shimmering threads of warm golden light appearing in the water around you. They weave effortlessly through the current, drifting gently towards you.
These golden threads represent your desires, your intentions, the opportunities, the insights, the connections that are meant for you. Notice they aren't rushing towards you frantically. They aren't struggling. They are simply drifting, moving with ease on the same calm current that you embody.
Feel that same easy, steady, flowing quality inside your own body now. Feel the calm rhythm of your heart, the deep, smooth pace of your breath, and realize, in this moment, you are the river. The very state of calm, coherent flow that you cultivate within yourself is the magnetic current that draws your desires towards you effortlessly. Let your next slow exhale be a full surrender into this ease, into this knowing. You don't have to chase, you simply become the flow.
Step 5. Integration. Now gently, slowly, begin to bring your awareness back to the physical sensations of your body sitting here. Back to the room around you. But keep a sense of that inner river, that smooth, calm flow within you. Don't let it go completely.
As you prepare to open your eyes, gently place your hand over your heart center once more. Feel the warmth of your hand. Feel the stillness and coherence you've cultivated within your chest.
And silently or softly aloud, affirm this truth to yourself with conviction. I can return to calm anytime I choose. My safety is my alignment. Feel that truth resonate in your body.
When you feel ready, slowly, gently, let your eyes drift open. Let the light back in softly. Take a moment just to notice. Notice the lingering calm in your body. Maybe the softness in your face, the openness in your chest, this feeling. This isn't just imagination, this is physiology. This is the regulated state where manifestation ceases to be effort and becomes natural resonance. Just take another moment here. Really savor this state. Notice the difference from maybe how you felt 20 or 30 minutes ago. The slower breath, the groundedness, maybe a sense of quiet expansion. What we've explored today drives home the central thesis. Calm isn't a detour you take before manifesting. Calm is the state of alignment itself.
Absolutely. We've taken a deep dive into how your nervous system is fundamentally the conductor of your reality. We saw how high vibration is in height. It's the measurable biological reality of that safe, connected ventral vagal state.
Yeah.
And we explored how Polyvagal Theory gives the map to understand these states.
And crucially, we didn't just talk theory. We gave you practical body-first tools you can use immediately. That powerful 4-7-8 reset breath to hit the physiological brakes.
The insightful body mapping to locate and soften physical resistance.
And the clever anchor creation technique to build a rapid shortcut back to safety and calm. These tools empower you to actively shift your state, moving out of that frantic, clenched sympathetic mode and into open, receptive, ventral vagal flow.
So as you go about your week, integrating what we've talked about, maybe hold on to this mantra. Let it be your guide. Simple, powerful, and biologically true. My calm body sends a clear signal to the universe. Let your breath be your anchor.
And here's the final provocative thought for you to chew on. When resistance inevitably shows up this week, when you feel that familiar tightness, that rush of anxiety, that urge to push harder, resist the urge to demand answers or clarity from that stressed out state, don't try to force insight from a dysregulated system. Regulate first, then listen. Pause. Use one of the tools, breathe. Place a hand on your heart, track the sensation, find even a sliver of physiological calm first, and then from that slightly calmer place, gently reapproach the question, the desire, the challenge.
It's amazing what happens then, isn't it?
It truly is. You will be absolutely amazed how quickly the next right step clarifies, how easily the inspired idea flows in, how effortlessly the solution appears, once your body feels safe enough, regulated enough to actually receive it. Your calm, regulated body is, without a doubt, the most powerful, most magnetic manifester in any room.
So true. And remember, this deep dive focused on cultivating the state, holding the signal of calm. If you're interested in getting better at discerning the messages you receive in that state.
Our companion discussion on intuition and timing and how to hear those subtle nudges from a regulated place might be the perfect next step for you.
Thank you for joining us on Vibrations and Manifestations. We'll see you in the next deep dive.